I swore I was under the influence of lightning that struck my brain and convinced me I could stay in worlds at a time. But then I realized this was just Budweiser and wine. You know, I found I could dine on the sun, drink the Milky Way, let its stars stick to my tongue, clasp Orion around my waist, pluck Pluto, paste into Mars and run before Zeus realized I had facelifted his estate. I found I could reverse 360 from the three-point line, dunk Jupiter in a black hole. But this divine world existed only in my soul. So I held my 13 Negro tails and made a backbone, swapped it for my own, stood to the wind, a dead earth to spin me off its shoulders, not knowing I had soldered a pen to its core and ink planted a metaphor. And perhaps this was just in my mind, but I'd envisioned myself as a poet, so let it be, because I write this not for you, this one's for me. I'm trying to make the world a little better, building bridges out of letters, trying to break the sound barrier and obliterate the color lines, because I was taught race was in the mind. You can unwrap its illusions and unwind to the sound of rainbow drops falling on proletarian props. I speak thus, for I fell in love with an Iranian girl who complimented my soul. She had no color, just this diamond backbone. I looked in her eyes and saw 5 stories for each tale I owned. Though we never dated, she has sowed a seed in me, and I reap its fruit regularly and mix the juice with ink. So when I write about love, it tends to smell of her. She's my virtue and my curse. I guess I'm more fairy tales less now. Guess I have to chill at bus stops and smoke cess now. Guess I have to trailblaze and be like, yes now. Terry soul gazes at me trying to guess how I can talk to myself and care less about the effects of stress, and it's cause poetry is like sex. The more you listen, the better it gets.
So as I was in the waiting room, the doctor came up to me. He said, Mr. Gavin. I said, yeah. He said, well, there's good news and bad news. I said, well, I'll have the bad news. I suppose that's sort of traditional. He said, okay, you may want to sit down, Mr. Gavin. There were certain complications and there were certain things we didn't foresee. And I'm very sorry, but that noise happened as well, actually. He said, I'm very sorry, but the lift is broken. And recovery ward's on the 10th floor, so you're going to have to take the stairs. That's no problem. I said, what's the good news? He said, well, they both made it, they're both alive. So I thought, well, 10 flights is a bit of a bummer, isn't it? But I mean, they're both alive. It's a bonus, if anything, that could be considered. So trotted up there, and it turns out he was lying. They were both dead. Should have seen it coming, really. It was April 1st. And the fucking lift was working. Yeah, there wasn't even a 10th floor. I was wandering around on the roof for 20 minutes trying to find a bed. Recovery ward was on the 1st floor. Took the lift back down, it broke halfway there. Knocking on the door for 20 minutes again. It wasn't even a hospital, it was a tower block. I was knocking on someone's flat. You want a doctor? He wasn't a doctor, he was an escaped convict from the local prison. That's why he was so crap at surgery. He didn't have any training. He was a first aider, but surgery's a different kettle of fish. I was knocking on that girl's door so long, she phoned the police. They turned up. I said, well, you know, you should have signs warning people that you've got petty criminals performing rudimentary surgery. And he said, there's signs up everywhere warning you, sir. And I said, I haven't seen any. Pointed to the wall behind me, I got to hold my hand up. It did say behind me, it said, thieves operate in this area. Right, 2 punts. We'll allow that.
Why'd you run away? You know it's not fair to the girl with the long blonde hair, yeah. Why'd you have to go? You know she loves you so. You know she loves you so. Sometimes she'll sit by the phone, waiting days for you to call her. But if she knew what you was up to, she wouldn't stay. She wouldn't play your games. You're going down. He took the handgun out the drawer and he pointed straight at out of her face. He took the handgun out the drawer and he pointed straight at her face. And she said, stop before you do the crime. She said, stop before you do the dirty time. You're going down. You're going down. When I look in your green eyes, I can see the stars shining from the skies. When you smile at me, I get shivers down my spine, wishing you